Good morning. Welcome back to Pedal Power Bangkok. It's Monday. I've not been on my bike for a while because I've had some shoulder surgery. So this is my first time back on it for a couple of months. And we're now in the hot season, coming into the hot season. But it's still nicer being on a bike with a little bit of breeze than walking, for sure. I'm off to Asoke, going via Soi 23 and the university, which is in our neighbourhood. Can only do this journey really in the early morning now because it gets really hot for cycling around at lunchtime. Right, we're approaching good old Junction of Doom, looking quite busy. Find a little spot to turn right. See how it goes. It's looking hopeful. Taking off, but I just let it go. There we go. Oh, no school today. The school playground has turned into a car park. I haven't been along here for ages. This is my incapacitation. Stuff changes so quickly in Bangkok. There's a new building going up over there. Over this junction, and then I need to turn right to the next, so it's going to be fun. Let's see how it goes. Let's give it a try. This is the road that leads to the university. Ooh, very nice. Lucky. Every single shop here is a massage. Oh, and there's a carpet shop in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Oh, it gets a bit quieter along here because it just leads to the university and a few apartment blocks. Friend Nick in that left-hand one. And there's what a building going up opposite them. Goodness me. The building never stops here. Incredible. Really nice Vietnamese restaurant just here on the left. Really nice. Haven't been in there for a while. Oh, and another building here is just started. Oh my goodness. When you're buying a flat in Bangkok or renting a flat, you have to make sure that it's not next to an empty lot or a really tumble down villa. Because you can be sure as soon as you move in, they'll start building something in the lot or the ground. And they, oh God, that's bumpy. And they build 24/7 here. So it's noisy all the time. Here we are at the university. I've just got off my bike because it's courtesy to walk. They got tents and all sorts of things going up here. This running track is pretty much, I think, open all day. And there are lots of people who come here really early in the morning to walk around it, even before it's got light, because it's the coolest part of the year, coolest part of the day. So it's a huge university. I have difficulty pronouncing it. It's Srinacarinwirot University. I used to run around that track when I was training for the half marathon, again at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was cool. And then we walk this way, take a left, and then we're on to Asoke. The university is like a little oasis of relative tranquility. You can leave the traffic behind, but we're now joining the traffic again here on Asoke Montree Road. Still a bit of a breeze though, that's nice. They love their whistles here. My goodness. Nice and loud. I'm going to try and join the traffic for a minute till I get to the little road where my picture frame is. That basket's a bit wobbly, I don't know why. Look at that in a sec. They're redoing the path, the pavements along here slowly. Well, they're going to look great, but they're half done, and there's massive holes without any kind of warning bollard, so you really have to watch where you're going. Can't remember where my little road is, so I'm going to have to keep my eyes peeled. I've gone past it already. Just squeeze through here. I think it is there. Okay. Right. Oh, please just turn around here. Eden Spa and Massage. Yes, there's my picture framers at the end. Tucked away. Shadow of this enormous building here. There we go. Park my bike up in the shade over here somewhere for a minute. Right. Let's have a look. Let's hope. Oh, yeah, it's open at least. Good. Ute framing. Pop my bike here and be back in a minute. Right, I'm just leaving the picture framers now. That was very successful. He's done a fantastic job. Back on my bike, trying to get back out onto Asoke. To the front. Then I'm going to go via Sukhumvit to the bookshop in Cartier, because I need to order a book. Right, let's get back on this road. Oh, there's so many potholes on the side here. Across the road, on the other side there is a rather controversial shark-fin restaurant. See what we have there. other parts of Bangkok, but luckily only one there, I suppose you have to say. All these workers working so hard laying this new pavement. It's not much fun, I have to be said. Bollards in the middle of the lane. Wow. That crane collapsed the other day on the right there. Luckily, nobody was injured, but it's a bit scary. Right now, time to squeeze. Squeeze with all the motorbikes. Serve myself my right to be here. The other side of Soy Cowboy there. Ooh, good. Right, now I can go left here. Hooray. The lights are on green. Up we go. Up. Left into Sukhumvit. Across Asoke Junction. It's one of the most notorious junctions of Bangkok. But that was relatively okay. And Sukhumvit's looking nice and clear at the moment. And keep going. Not too much further. Progressing this bit, trying to avoid the worst of the potholes as well. Now this is an interesting traffic phenomenon here. It says red to go straight on, so you shouldn't go straight on, but everyone does, because the red light's just apply to everybody else. But nobody toots, and everybody just, you know, kind of sneaks in. So there we go. Sabai, as they say. Bumpy white lines. Oh, quickly get across. Above us is the green walkway from the SkyTrain station to Emsleer, which is very nice, and the plants have grown massively since it was open about 18 months ago. Right, I'm going to get off here, I think, and park my bike, and then walk the rest of the way to Mkampier. Need to hoik my bike up the curb here. Up we go. Oh, goodness me. Oh. Always disconcerted by the photo there of the man having his armpit waxed. Anyway, on that note, I'm off to Mkampier, and I'll be back later. BTS station here. Ooh. Look at all these new fire bikes here, like line bike things here. I don't know who uses them. You have to be fairly intrepid to cycle around Bangkok. Audacious. the entrance of Bangkok. Right, we're going left here is Soy 39. Get off the nasty bit of road. Is Chago Park. Soy 39 can be pretty frantic as well at times. There's the whistles. People loading and unloading here, stopping all the traffic. There we go. Oh goodness knows why that man's blowing his whistle so much. Right, here's the next jam. It's always a bit like this up here. The cars really get blocked, but the bikes normally weave their way through somehow, and I'll attempt to do the same. It's so nice that this man is so close to the curb. Very helpful. Very helpful. There we go. This is a good example of why car travel is probably not the ideal here. If you can stand the heat of being outside, at least you get home quicker. And a little bit of exercise. There we go. Oh, bless you. Right, this next junction's a bit fun. Guy doesn't know where he's going. Maybe people parking, who knows? Who knows? Get ahead of him anyway. Right, I need to cross over to the other side of the road here. People are quite respectful of bikes by and large. Oh, I'm going to sit in the middle and annoy everyone. There we go. This is nasty road for pedestrians. And they've just built this new hotel here, and some of the reviews talk about how tricky it is to walk from the hotel to anywhere. And it's true, because there's no pavement on this road. I want to go right here. Back home, almost. In the last little bit now. I'll be happy to get off and get into the air-conditioned flat. Thank you for joining me. See you again soon for more Pedal Tower Bangkok.